Hello everyone, welcome to Optimal Training Group. Isaac here. In this video, I am going to be showing you how to mimic the on success property of a form. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's say, for example, we do have this form here, and when we click the select button, usually sometimes we may put a notify, this form was submitted successfully. But the best practice, the best place to put that is on the on success of the form. So if I click on this form 1, and if I come here to on success, I have this notify success form was successfully saved. And I also have one for the on failure property as well. Failure form did not save. So when I click submit, and if the form fails, this will show. And if the form is a success, if it was submitted successfully, the on success notify will show. So let me show you what that looks like. So let me go ahead and just run the form. I don't need all that. I'm just going to go do this. If I click submit, and as you can see, form was successfully saved. Now, if the form was not a success, the failure would run. Now, the question is, I didn't mean to do all this. Now, the question is, how do we mimic that when we use a patch function? Because the patch function can't take advantage of that on success, because a button, a property of the button, there is no on success. If I click on this submit button, there's no on success property here. So how do we take advantage of that? And that's the goal of this video. Is I want to show you a way that we can do it. I'm sure folks have different ways, but let me show you how I can do it. So on this button, we're going to set a variable, and let's call it is success. We're going to set it to false, right? Okay. And then we're going to call we're going to use the if error function to test our patch. Now, if you're not familiar with the if error, it basically tests, in our situation, it'll basically test the patch. And if there is a error in our patch, it'll run the alternative, which I'm going to show you how that works. So let me come over here and I'm going to say if error, let's patch. So what I have another list called this travel request log history. So whenever there's an entry into our main list, this patch happens. So I'm going to say patch travel request log history. And let's do defaults. Request log history. Okay. And then, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Log history. All right, let's do this. Okay, now within here, now we want our column. So we have our title column, and I'm just gonna say let's say first request entry, and then we're gonna say comma. We're gonna say log. That's our other column, and then we're gonna say, let's say user. Okay. Then comma. Then let's do our last one. I really don't need this, but I just wanted to show that for example purposes. So there you have it. So that's our log, and now gotta close our parentheses. So that's our if error, and then so if this fails, we're gonna do this. Set is success to false. Let's do this. Set is success. Oops. Okay. Let me change this format so I can explain it. Okay. Let me expand this. So we set our variable to false, our is success to false. If error. So basically, if error checks to see if this is an error. If it produces an error, then set it to false. If there isn't an error, then set it to true. So that's basically what this is, So, and I have to do one last thing here. Now I have to check to see, if it's an error, what I want to do. So I want to say if, oops, what happened? Okay, if is success, success. We're going to do notify. Oops. It's a success. Success. Else, we're going to say notify. It failed. Okay. Let's format this. So the success, the value of the is success gets set in here, if in the if error, whether it's a false or a true, and then outside of that we say, okay, if it's true, then it's a success, else it failed. So let's see if this works. Okay, let me come back up here. Let me close that out. So here I'm just submitting into my travel requests log request history. All right, so let's do it. So as you can see, this is empty. Okay, so let's come back to our Power Apps. Cause and submit. It's a success. And let's go to our list and see. And there is our value. Submit a request. First request entry. So now let me come back out here and let's change the is success to false. So let me just come here and let's just change this to false. Okay? And let's see what happens. Let me use the same values. Submit. As you can see, it failed. And it looks like I used the wrong notification type, but I think you all get the idea. Let me go back there. Oh, I didn't use a notification type. Okay. So submit. It failed. There you have it. So I hope that made sense of how to mimic the on success of a submit form, but using patch. And If it does, please share with others, and please like the video. It really helps my channel. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please leave your comments below. And again, don't forget to like the video. Thanks. Bye.